Hi guys, welcome to Nelson underscore Lino Codes, and I'm gonna be your host down this crash course. My name is Nelson, and I'm glad to have you guys here. So as you can see on the screen, it says HTML and CSS crash course for beginners, zero knowledge to advanced knowledge. So I definitely believe that I have in the building are beginners with zero knowledge of programming, but also if maybe you do have some knowledge of programming, you're also welcome to come over and learn or grab some stuff, or maybe you've forgotten in the past and appreciate. So first things first, I'm gonna outline what we're gonna be doing in this course, like in this video in particular. Like I'm gonna draw a roadmap for you guys to our journey to our destination, so that you guys are gonna know whether maybe I'm taking guys to the bush or I'm taking guys to the palace. So I do believe that I live in the palace and I'm taking my people with me to the palace. So please, all I need from you guys is your audience, and I promise you guys I'm gonna break everything down for you guys, because as I said earlier, I do believe that everyone here are beginners with zero knowledge of programming. So I'm gonna teach you guys like I'm teaching people zero knowledge and not like people with advanced knowledge. So just, and I promise you, you're gonna grab every single thing. And in case maybe if you don't get what I'm teaching, you can place questions in the comment section, and that's fine, that's cool. I'm gonna reply you. Yeah, you know. So we're learning, we're communicating, we're learning. So that's it. So right now I'm gonna take you there, guys, um down right away to show you guys our roadmap. So there are two major things that we need. We need an IDE, integrated development environment, or local development environment called there, and we also need our modern browser. So as you can see on the screen, on my screen right now, I have the Firefox browser developer edition. So first things first, I'm gonna let you guys know what's an IDE. So as name entails, IDE is integrated development environment. So like logically, like you could tell that okay, it's an environment that we go to develop things like what you're developing, websites, apps, and lots of things that you can develop, you know. So that's like an environment whereby we go and do things, just like when you want to buy something. So if you think of anywhere you want to buy something, you can go to the firm to buy something. Where you're gonna go, the market, the supermarket, or just anywhere you know you're gonna get that stuff. So that's how it's done. So whenever we want to code, where do we go? We look at our ID. So I'm gonna show you guys the ID we're gonna be using for this course, and I'm also gonna show you guys the modern browser we're gonna be using. So right now, as you can see on the screen, I have Firefox browser developer edition. So if you want to get this downloaded, you can come down, scroll down, see it. If you click on this link, click on icons, you could scroll to read more docs if you want. So but if you click on this link right here, you get it downloaded. So that's there. Then secondly, I also recommend you guys using Chrome in case if you love using Chrome, you know. But you could use any modern browser of your choice you want, but just for the sake of this course, to follow up what I'm doing, you understand, you just make sure you use this. So I'm just gonna drop in a link down below after this video for this. I'm gonna drop the link down. So we have Firefox, we have Chrome. As two I do recommend right now. So let's get down to ID, and now this ID I'm gonna be using typically in this course, Visual Studio Code. So you could click on link here to read up their docs, their blog, API extension. So that's not what we came here for. So what we came here is to search download button. So you can see download button here. Come you click this download and get it downloadable. Down here you could see they have for Windows, they have for Mac, and rest of that. So I'm currently using Windows, and I have this downloaded currently on my system, so I'll need to click this link. But in case if you don't have it downloaded, you can go ahead click this link and get it downloaded. For it's recommended for Windows 8, 10, and 11. Then Mac OS 10 and 11. So as you all know, these are operating systems, different operating systems, Windows, Mac, and the .db.rpm, and this the one I do recommend because I just find it so interesting and fun using it, and I've been using this for a very long time now. I haven't seen any fault, so I do recommend, and this is what we're going to be using as our ID, our local development environment for this course. So two, we have Sublime Text. It's a good one also. You could see Sublime Text is also an ID where you could go to develop an environment, where you could also go to develop wherever you want to develop. So come over, click on the download here, or you download it. Then thirdly, for ID, we have add-on. Let me scroll up. So this is add-on. So you scroll, you could see over here, free download for Windows. Click here, you download. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Yeah, thank you. So you come to this button, click it, get it downloaded for yourself, and this is just advertisement, so that's not what we came here for. And you've seen the download button, so you could also scroll down to read for more, and if you want to know more, you could also see the button here for PC. Just download it. Still for your laptop, it's okay. So scroll down. So down here you could see alternatives to Atom. Alternatives to Atom. So here we have brackets. All these are IDs, development environments, where you could go and write your code, and the computer interprets it and knows what you're talking about or what you want. So we have brackets, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code, Vim, Dev, C++, Notepad. They're all good editors. So I recommend this also. So right now I'm gonna be taking you guys to VS Code, and I'm just gonna show you guys how we're gonna open that up and keep moving. So right now we're here at our ID, our integrated development environment. So this is our environment where we're gonna be writing all those awesome codes that maybe you're gonna give beautiful colors or run something you want it to run. So this is our VS Code editor, and over to my left over here I have a folder which I created, and I named it HTML and CSS crash course. So here you see new file, it says new file there. Then here it says new folder, and by the left here, this the search case. Maybe you're looking for something in your code, you could also click the shortcut. You could say Control Shift F on your keyboard, and you find like something you're looking for, and then you scroll down. We have the extension, Control Shift X, and the extension is like where we go to download third-party packages. Like what I do mean by third-party packages are like packages that don't come like with the language, like packages that don't come with maybe HTML, CSS, or JS, like, but you need them like maybe to get something done like with language. You understand? Like you need that package to work hand in hand together with your the language you're coding, like, and especially when when working with the server, we need third party packages like Express, Node, so that's it. So basically I just open this up. Let me go here. I just open this up by double clicking here. You can see I already have this installed. Double clicking, then as I double click, I show you. I double click, I came here to my file, then I clicked on open folder, then I selected this current folder that we are on. So I want to show you guys another way in which like you could open a folder or a new project. So this is the second way. Just come here, as you can see, HTML and CSS, right? This is the folder I created. So just first things first, right click, slide down, new, then on folder. If you click, then you're gonna name your folder anything you want to name it. Then once it's created like this, so let's assume I just did create this right now. So just right click on the already created folder, then slide up. As you can see, open with code. So I'm gonna click on open with code, but I already have it open already, so it's popped up for me. So now let's start by creating an HTML file. I'm gonna create an HTML file, then a CSS file. Yeah, but before we dive into that, I know a lot of you right now might be asking what's HTML and what's CSS. So I'm just gonna brief you guys on the definitions and like what they do. So HTML is known as hypertext markup language. Basically, it's not like, let me just say it's not a programming language, but it is like, or let's just say it's not a programming language. It's a markup language in which we use in structuring contents on a web page. As for example, text contents, image content, and lots of other contents you could structure on a web page. Then we use CSS for styling. So let me show you guys. So these are CSS. So these are CSS cascading style sheets. You can see it's used to style content on the web page, that is the HTML page. So whenever I use the term web page, just know that I'm referring to a HTML page. So to make use of elements like colors, position, background color, and font weight. So whenever we apply these things like colors, position, background color, like we apply them on web page, maybe you want your web page to have a yellow color, so we do that by using CSS. You want the font to be big, we do that by using the CSS. So no more saying, you could just say, okay, like just like what you want to build a house, HTML is like the architecture of the house, like the building plan that the architect draws for you. So you could take that as HTML, like when you've already started putting your blocks and the rest of that. Then the painting, the bulbs, the doors, and other beautiful shining things that attracts the eyes. You can see those are the CSS. So you understand. So back to our editor. I'll like to create a folder first. So let me name it new underscore project. New project here. So inside this folder, let's create a file. So let me say index.html. Yep. Then let me create a CSS file also inside this folder. I'm gonna say index.css. It's not necessary you both name them the same thing. Okay, let me change this. Let me just say new.css. Then hit and enter. So let's get back to HTML. So as you can see, I have these two files open, index.html and new.css. So I know right now that a lot of you might be asking now, okay, what's .html, what's the CSS? So firstly, this index is like the file name, the name I want to give to the file. So this .html is the extension. So the extension is it comes after the .html. So what's an extension? So an extension is the ending of a file name that comes after a dot that tells us like what type of file like we're working with. Then in case the file format or the file type we're working with. I don't know if you guys get like what I simply mean is that as we could see in this file.html, so HTML here simply tells us that okay, we're working with HTML file, you understand, and it comes after dot, like as I said, is the ending of a file name index after a dot. So HTML is what ends this, then it comes after the dot, and this is the file name. So this is the extension. Then if we come down here, the CSS simply telling us that this is a CSS file type, and not just telling us, it also communicates with the operating system. So it's gonna let the operating system know what type of file or program that's currently running, you understand. So like it's not just like passing down information to us alone, so it's also passing down information to the operating system. So most of the times these extensions like end up with 4 characters and 3 characters, or 2, like in rare cases, you understand. So that's that for extension. So right now let's begin writing some codes. So right now over here, I I do need my boilerplate. So I'm gonna do this exclamation mark shift exclamation mark, then I'm gonna hit enter. So the boilerplate is like a must have in every HTML file. Like I don't know how I'm gonna like define it again, but just know that the boilerplate is a must have in every HTML file. Like you must have the boilerplate in every HTML file. So let me explain all this for you guys. So the doc type HTML, in other words, could say document type is HTML. So we've already told the operating system from our extension right here that you're operating on the file type HTML. So also here we see let the our ID know that okay, the document type we're working with is HTML file. So this what it just simply means: document type HTML, type of document working with HTML. So down here you could see HTML, then inside it you could see properly language English. So our language we're gonna be using to write a code here is English, and we denote it by saying by 2 characters E and N inside the quotation mark. So you could see it here. Down, slide down over here, you could see the head. The head contains the non-visible part of our web page, like the part in which we're not gonna see on the web browser. So that's what what's contained in the head. So it contains lots of meta characters and the rest of other meta properties. So as you can see here, meta character set, like this just defines like character set like UTF-8, which is the current character set right now that like we're using in the world. So and the rest of that you could tell like from here. So these are title, like I'm gonna show you like the title, like what we're gonna be using it, like I'm gonna point it out for you guys on the web browser. So no need like to like bother yourself over this or hit yourself head over this. I'm just gonna show you guys everything. So inside the body is where the physical part of our web contents are going to be displayed on the web page. Like anything that's contained inside the body is going to be visible on the web page, on our web page. So we'll describe them like as web contents visible to our web page. So right now let me write some so that I could show you guys and you understand what I'm talking about. So let me say paragraph, this paragraph text. So writing something, whenever writing codes in the HTML file, we always make use of tags. Like we use tags to structure contents on the web page. So you can just write like random things, you understand. You could do this, but like it just makes no meaning. You know what I'm talking about. So let's always make everything to have a meaning. So go paragraph tag, wait. So I'm gonna say this is my first HTML program. Yeah, I got it in up to T. So it's cool. So whenever you're done writing your code, just Control S to save, Control S to save up. So after you say you've saved, so slide down over to the left, then right click on that file, which is the index, the HTML. Over the side, right click, then down you could see review in file and explorer, which is like review in our modern browser, whichever modern browser you set as a default, either Chrome or the Firefox we're using over here. So I'm gonna click on this, or you could go on the short with the shortcut Shift alternate R. So let me go this. So as you can see, pops up this, it brings this in our file, folder and explore. So as you can see, it's already highlighted for you here, Firefox HTML document. So it recognizes my default web browser. Say web browser. It recognizes my default browser, like modern browser I'm using, which is Firefox. So no long talks. So I'm gonna double click on this, and then you give some time and see what it's gonna do. It's gonna open up. So yep, and tada, here is, you could see what I have written in my code, my ID. This is my first HTML program. So let me zoom in because I know it's a little faint right now, so I'm zooming in. So hope you guys can see this right now. This is my first HTML program. So you could see this is what we wrote in the body of our file. This is what we wrote in the body of our HTML file, and you could see this is visible to us on the web browser, in the web browser. So you understand, it's visible to us in this particular web browser. So that you guys like could find meaning in what I was saying previously. So for the head, like the title, and the title is on the head, it come over to this side. So this is the title. We named it document. So you can see document, this our title, then this our body, and the title, if you remember, it was contained in the head. So this right now is not contained in our web page. So this is our web page. You can see it's not contained, so it's invincible in our web page. So the only thing that's visible in the web page is what's contained in the body, and for now the only thing that's contained in the body is our paragraph tag, which says this is my first HTML program. So I do hope that you guys grab this for now. So let's go back over and keep coding. Like, I'm gonna keep coding. I'm gonna show you guys more tags and some other necessary things you're gonna need, like third-party and package. So let's slide down. So I'm gonna make use of more tags. So let me go with heading tag. We have heading tags. There are a lot of them, as you can see. H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And H1 is like the boss, like the big man among all of them. Inside, like anything that's spent inside the page one is gonna look so big and expanded. Why the least among them is H6. So H6, anything inside, content inside H6 is gonna be little. So let me just show you guys this so that you understand. So let me say H1, say hello, popular hello world. Then come over here. I don't know. Where's this? So let me just copy, Control C, and last one. So let me just change this. Let me say 2 to the next 3. So you guys are not just gonna watch me like type this like one after the other. So when I'm done, like, I'll let you guys know. Just along for me sec. So yep, as you could see, H1, H2, H3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's save, as I told you guys earlier, Control S. So we've saved. Then let's go back to our browser. Let's go back to our current browser. Then let's refresh. So you could see our refresh. Let me minimize this a little bit. So you could see my H1, as I told you guys, this is the big man, this is the big one. Anything contained inside H1 is gonna be hello world, H2 hello world, 3, 4, 5, then down to 6. You could see 6 is the most little amongst all of them. So basically for now, like, not much. I don't want to bug you guys with lots of things or things like you're gonna want to crack your head over. For now, let's just leave it at this. So made use of the paragraph tag, the heading tag, and you could see okay, currently we're running this like on the file protocol, on the file server. So I want us to run this on the using our live server. So I'm gonna show you guys like how we're gonna do that instead of us always saving then coming down here and refreshing. That's gonna be a little boring and stressful. So I'm gonna show you guys how to install the text header package we're gonna be using, known as live server, so, to view our web page or web content on the web browser. So let's get back to our VS Code editor. So back to our editor. So you could see over here extensions. Just click on it. Give some time. It's coming. It's a little while. So yeah, it is. So inside here, the set button. So all these are third-party packages, as you could see, SBG and a lot of them. Like you could get maybe depending on what you're working on. So just you can leave them. I'm gonna type live server. So here it is. Yep. Finance all day. Not found you. So live server. As you can see, this button says uninstalled. It says uninstalled because I already have this installed. So in case you don't have it installed, you could go ahead, click this button here and install. It's not gonna take you up to like 2 minutes. Then it's done. 2 minutes is much. So it's done. Then you have your live server running for you. So I already have it. So let's get back here and I'm coming. Hold on. Yep. So we're back. So currently, I want to show you guys how to preview this using the live server on our web browser. So the only thing you're gonna need to do is just when you make a change, you just save Ctrl+S. Then when you hop over to your web browser, you see the change. You don't need to save here and go to your web browser and save also, because that's stressful. So just right click, then slide down. You could see open with live server, then click on it. Then just give some time. It's coming. So tada, you could see we have the same thing we had previewed the other time when this was running on the Fire protocol. So right now this is running on HTTP protocol, like, but this is known as the local host. Our local host, like the local host is like a local server which runs on your computer. Like it's okay, like let me just say this thing we have right here right now, anyone else in the world can't preview this except you, because you're running this page locally on your computer. So anyone in America, anyone in UK, Canada, Australia, or whatever they are, or in Africa, they can't have access to this because you're currently running on a local HTTP server, and this is how the local HTTP server is 127.0.0.1. So let me just let you guys know what HTTP is. HTTP is a protocol that we use to communicate to servers to view a website. So like it's just a protocol in which we use to communicate to servers to view a website, and there are of different categories. We have the get, the post, but I don't to trust you guys brain right now, like it's not what we have for this course. But I'm gonna be treating this when we get to the back end, like when we're dealing with the database, the server, and the rest of that. But I just want you guys to know the basic. Like we could make a get request to the server, we could make a post request. All those get, post, push, rest of that, all those are HTTP requests. Like we use them to communicate to the server to get something. Like for instance, the get, it's like, hey you server, get me this, like I need this, get, like just give it to me, I need it, you understand? Then post, like you sending something from your client side to the server side, from end to the back end. So let me just stop here for now, so I don't want to bust the brain. So just know that for now this is our local server. This is our local server that we're using to preview our website. So this is it, and I guess for now we're done and nothing much to see. So let me just summarize this quickly and then end it up. So right now we're done, and I want to summarize what we've done. So number one, we say that HTML is a markup language used to structure web contents on a web page. Secondly, we say that CSS is what we use in styling our web content in the HTML page. Then thirdly, we use VS Code as our editor to perform all our tests, like to display our tests. So VS Code was our local development environment. In other words, we could say editor. So fourthly, we discussed the difference between the head and the body tag. When we say that the head tag contains all invisible parts of our HTML page, and the body tag contains the visible parts that we can see in the web browser. Then lastly, how to preview our HTML page in a web browser, whereby we first previewed it using the file and protocol system. Then we're like, let's just make things easier for ourselves. So saving and saving and saving. Then we had to go using the HTTP protocol, which is the local server our computer provides for us to view our web content on the web server. So that's it basically for now. So thank you guys for sticking around with me, and I hope you guys did enjoy this course, and see you on the next video. Bye.